What's good, everyone? You know, it's your correspondent, Alan Taylor, back again here, bringing you a story right here, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, about the situation where, colleges are trying to decide to whether or not to play the college players in the football team professional salaries, Whew, which is going to be a little difficult. So let's get into it. Let's see. Deion Sanders warns against college players being paid like professionals. Oh, man. Let's see. As explained on Tuesday, the NCAA is currently experiencing the chaos that it deserves. Let's see. One coach whose program has made a real recruiting strategy before the NIL floodgates open, paying athletes like they're professionals. You get athletes acting like they're professionals. Jackson State coach Deion Sanders says in a video posted on Twitter via USA Today. Oh, excuse me. And you don't have the staff large enough and equipped enough to handle a young man with money. Let's go deeper. Handling a young man with money that makes more money than some of the coaches on staff. Oh my goodness. No, that is not a good idea. Of course, we already know how that goes. You know, children or well, of course, these are young men, not necessarily children, but as a young man, if anybody out there has ever been a young man, which we all have, we know that when we're young men, we already have a certain type of head on our shoulders that we think we know it all, stuff like that. Let's just keep it real. When we're young men like that, we think we big stuff. Let's just go there, and it's just the truth. So it's crazy to me. And as you can see, I strolled up so you can read it yourself. You see it's right here, but I strolled up so you can see it. But to in my opinion, to pay young men, professional athletes, money like that at a college level when they haven't even really earned the right to make that money yet. They still haven't earned that yet. These are still college individuals now. They're still in school. So they're in school. These are not professional athletes yet. Even though they're athletes, they're not professional. You're not professional until you get to the professional realm. You know, it's like when you're in college studying to become a stockbroker or a chemist or something like that. You're still in college. You're not a professional yet. So uh uh uh, why should I pay a person that's going to school to, let's say, be a stockbroker or something like that? Why should I pay them stockbrokers money when they haven't even made it to that realm to be paid that money yet? That's the, that's ridiculous. It makes no logical sense. Now of course, okay, let's say you want to pay these individuals something. Okay, let's pay them a base salary. You're a college student, okay, pay them 25, maybe 30,000 a year, something like that. For it's only 4 years. So yeah, paying them that amount, that's enough for them to pay for books, other little things that they may want, something like that, to make them feel and get them ready or prepared for having money. You know, I would say that that's enough to get them prepared for having money. And also, while paying them 25 to 30,000, also make them take classes on how to properly uh put their money in proper places and things like that, though. Even though we know the colleges are not going to do that, they're not trying to teach you how to properly use your finances. They don't care. That's not what colleges are trying to teach anybody, period, is how to properly use finances. That's not a curriculum. But as you can see, like I got it down here, you can read it yourself, things like that. But it's just a fact for me that these colleges are wanting to pay these young men that type of professional money. And definitely for a young man that age, be having access to that type of money, to having access to that type of professional money, it's a quick way for you to delete yourself. I mean, I'm just being honest. It don't have to be deleting yourself, just as a whole person. You can delete yourself in ways, getting someone pregnant, or you know, uh, throwing parties that you don't need to throw because you have the money to do so, and things like that. It's a crazy amount of ways that this could go wrong with these young men having access to that amount of money and not really knowing how to budget it, or how to keep it, or how to maintain it, or how to structure it, or just how to use it properly. Money is power, and to give these type of young men that type of power at such an early age, you're quickly going to end up, destroying a situation. But it is what it is. Hopefully they figure this thing out. Hopefully they do not allow these young men to have that type of money. Like I said, if you want to pay these young men 25, 30,000, over their 4 year career, I guess you would say, in college, yeah, cool. That's not a crazy amount of money, but you want to drop few $1 million off to a college student in 4 years and stuff like that. You're going to blow these young men's minds. They're not going to want to listen to the coaches, because at the end of the day, the coaches are not even making the amount of money that they're trying to drop off into these young men's hands. And that's just not making logical sense. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's stop making these stupid decisions out here. Let's start making logical decisions. Stop trying to put, you know, uh dangerous situations into young people's hands that they're not capable of making logical decisions that's going to have better outcomes for them and the other people that are around them. Let's start doing the right thing. What is the thinking behind this? This makes no logical sense. We all know this. So let's not get behind dumb crap. Let's do the right thing here. Let's not pay these young men like they're professional athletes, because they have not graduated to professional athletes level yet. So it is what it is. Yeah, it was said. I said it. This is Alan Tater. You're watching the Bottom Line News, and that, my friends, is the bottom line.